2023 is in full swing, and with it is new motivation, new opportunity, and to help you kickstart your year, I thought I'd share some of my favorite creators that inspire me. And hopefully they'll inspire you too. This is an eclectic list of creators. I could mention many, many more. I get inspiration from a plethora of sources, and I think you should too. So here are my top inspirational channels that you should watch in 2023. To start off with is one of my absolute favorites, that's Tech Yesterday. I've mentioned this channel before because every time I see one of his videos, I get the urge to just make something. I haven't had a lot of time to put into builds, and there are a lot of things that I want to try. If you're into modding at all, I highly suggest you check him out. Speaking of builds, RC Lifeon is just pure gold to watch. Maybe I'm just a sucker for really bad ideas, but I appreciate that he puts forth the effort, even though sometimes they don't work out. And frankly, his editing style is just hilarious. I love the way he just cuts himself off all the time.
Comfortability, non-existent.
Here is a 3D printed bracket.
And I always get a few cool editing ideas from watching his videos. I couldn't make a list without having Maker's Muse on it. He's done a lot from 3D printing video game models to tutorials to puzzles to just weird contraptions. I wouldn't be half as interested and knowledgeable about 3D printing tech without him, so thank you, Angus. What's really been inspiring me lately is his experiments with cockatoos, trying to see if they can operate and solve puzzles of their own. I appreciate that he's willing to experiment and try new things. Next on my list is Print That Thing. When I first started learning Blender, I learned from J-Wall. His videos are really easy and understandable. I return often to his videos to pick up little tricks that I sometimes forget, and he's made a lot of what I went through free on his YouTube channel. He's got some great resources, plus him and Amber are some of the nicest people you will ever meet. I mean really, they're like Grant Abbott nice. Keeping with the Blender peeps because they're cool, one of my absolute favorites is Polyford. Not only did he have his Doc Ock arm tutorial go viral, which is great by the way, you should check it out, but he's always working to make his stuff better. He's into animation of making these little robots that move around, though he's also got this walking hand, but I don't really see a use for that. His tutorials are really entertaining, I love his energy, and if you want to learn something about how to animate stuff in Blender, you should really check him out. Another big one for me is Bad Normals. His VFX videos always give me ideas. I've been learning a lot about geonodes from him lately, watching his plant tutorials, and just like Polyford, he really pushes it to the limit. I mean, look at this stuff. You may have noticed a pattern by now, and that's most of these people aren't experts. They're just willing to learn and try and put forth the effort. They're passionate people willing to learn and willing to create. And if you want to create a website of your own, this video is sponsored by, I'm just kidding. Top of my list for visual effects is my go-to guy, Alfie Vaughn. Almost every time I'm thinking about something I want to learn or try out, he posts a video about it. And he doesn't just do the post-production side of it, he often goes over the practical setup as well. I'm always ready to get up my green screen and try something out when I see his stuff. For more art creation, I watch Punisher. Clinton Jones probably doesn't need an introduction. His challenges have inspired thousands of artists, but what really inspires me is his dedication to learning. He set out this last year to learn Unreal Engine, and I think his art really speaks for itself. Can we talk about Pontypants? Let's talk about Pontypants. VFX artist turned game dev, Pontypants is one of my favorites. What I really appreciate about him is his candor on what he's good at and what he's not. I've loved watching his journey as he builds his own game, stumbles along the way, and it really inspires me to try my own things. By the way, his game has released on Steam, so if you want to check that out and support him, go ahead. Speaking of people who are willing to try new things, Reimagine Games is one of my guilty pleasures. He's an animator trying to develop a game for the first time, and I'm loving every second of it. I'm excited for the Mario movie, but I am more excited for Chris Pratt flinging fireballs. It's good, it's just so good. I think lastly, although there are many more that I can mention, will be Simon Upsdale. He does training on post-production, Apple Motion, and yes, Fusion. But Fusion is not why I'm mentioning him. He's been posting his music to his channel, and honestly, it's great. In an ecosystem that tells you to stay in your lane, I appreciate people who just want to make the stuff that they enjoy. Don't ever be afraid to make content that matters to you. I hope this was encouraging and inspiring. Go check out some of these channels, stay creative, do some dabbling of your own, and we'll see you around.